Mark Kelso. Mark, playing in Buffalo in the snow versus playing in a place like Miami. I mean, do you loathe playing in Buffalo because of the weather?
No, it's fantastic. Distinct home field advantage. We had practice days. We would call them light day, heavy day, and locker day. Locker day meant it was freezing cold. Put everything you got on in your locker.
Yeah.
So, but it was certainly a home field advantage for us when you prepare for that type of weather and the footing conditions and all those things. It can create a big advantage, a home field advantage, much like it can in the South when they're used to that hot weather and you get down there and you're not used to it. But you deal with a few bad weeks of snow here and there, but otherwise there's no better place in the country to live than upstate New York. There's no question about that, or Western New York. So
I'm with you.
Well, Mark, it was 2 years ago that you had you were kind of locked down in Buffalo, right? Was that 2 years ago, that big snowstorm?
Oh, right, where that just huge
the thruway was shut
dumping
down
of snow happened. But that was
that was this November. That's when we had to move the game from Sunday to Monday, playing Detroit against the New York Jets. Yeah, and that was. Again, that was kind of an anomaly, but it happens once in a while, and you learn how to deal with it. But I'll take that over, and unfortunately, and I don't say it facetiously, but I'd certainly take snow over hurricanes or tornadoes or floods or all the other things that happen in other parts of the country.
Yep, I'm with you there. A good snow, a good winter kills off all the bad stuff, like poisonous snakes and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. That's why we're okay up here.
No poisonous snakes in Western New York. That's right. That's a fabulous moment.
Exactly it. Okay, listen. Big win for the Bills. They held on to beat the Bengals. Thoughts on the game? A much needed win, keeping the playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, and showed some resiliency in doing it because they needed to make some plays, and in the end they were able to do that. Offensively they continued to move the ball. It didn't convert a couple times when they were deep in Cincinnati territory, which is a little disappointing. But they converted some field goals. Carpenter had a 54-yarder, which was a great kick. The longest kick he's had in a couple of years, and they continue to move the football and pick up. They were pretty good on third downs. Tyrod was good, even despite the fact that they lost a couple of guys. LaShawn McCoy wasn't available for the second half. Robert Woods as well, and had been playing really well. But they had some guys that step up. Charles Clay made some receptions, a bunch of receptions. Marquise Goodwin continues to. I don't know, something clicked in that Seattle game, but he really has turned himself into a good receiver and has been making some nice plays for this team. So that went well. And then defensively, they shored some things up. I thought they simplified things in the second half, and they were able to keep those Bengals out of the end zone and keep them off the scoreboard, and did a really nice job of defending. Used a whole host of personnel. Nickel Roby Coleman was in there, and then Seymour was in there, and same with Ronald Darby was in, and Corey White got some great minutes as well.
Healthy this weekend. What's the injury report look like?
Yeah, and I haven't seen it. I'm back in North Carolina, so I don't know the issue there. But I think optimistically, I think they felt like they could do some things this week that would make LaShawn McCoy available. I really don't know what the situation is with Robert Woods. I don't. It'd be unfortunate to lose him in this situation when he's been playing so well. But I don't know if he just exacerbated a current injury with the plantar fasciitis issue that he was dealing with, or that it was an entirely a different issue, maybe with the knee. I know they said he came up with something with the knee, and I did not hear a report yesterday out of One Bill's Drive to hear if they had confirmed or changed any of their diagnosis based on an MRI that I thought they were going to perform yesterday.
All right, and your thoughts on this weekend playing? Is it in Jacksonville?
That's at home.
It is at home
in Buffalo, so that's a good thing. I hope it's there anyways because that's what I'm planning on.
Okay,
and
I'm sure it is.
But you look at this Jacksonville team and you start to I start my preparation on Monday. To look at the team, you start looking at things, and I start with a play chart, and you're looking at all the guys and who they have and names you recognize, and some real quality talent there. There's no question about that. On the offensive side of the ball is the only thing I've really looked at yet, and I do know some of their defensive starters, but offensively, you're looking at what they have there, and you look at their statistics, and you think, okay, they're ranked like I think they're 8th or 9th, maybe 10th in total offense, and they're, I think, 6th in total defense, and they're 2-8. And you say there's only one way a team can be ranked that highly in both offensively and defensively, statistically, and be 2-8, and that's if they're turning the ball over at a great clip, and they're minus 15 in the giveaway takeaway, and that just means they're shooting themselves in the foot. But this team has some talent. They've got some young talent, and they've got some guys on the defensive side of the ball that can keep you out of the end zone. So it's never easy. They've lost four of the 8 games. They've lost by a total of 21 points. So they're losing some close games as well. And a team that has some talent, and if you don't take care of business, then you're not going to come out with the victory. But most assuredly, the Bills should be able to go in there, and if they play like they're capable, they should walk out with a victory on Sunday afternoon.
All right. Man, Manansky, one final note.
Yeah, Mark is obviously an expert on the Bills and gives us great information. I just have to correct one thing, Mark. I did a quick search here from SUNY ESF, and it says the timber rattlesnake is a venomous snake. It's listed as threatened by the New York State DEC. It's found primarily in the southeastern part of the state, but also in scattered populations as far north as Lake George and parts of the southern tier and western New York.
Well, there you go.
Watch out, Mark.
In Western, I need a county or a town. Or I mean, like somebody saw one time in Western New York, and they said somewhere in Western New York there's a timber rattler, right?
Yeah.
They called him a timber rattler.
Timber rattler.
I have seen. I got to tell you, I've heard this for years. Never, and I've lived here my whole life. In my life, have I seen a rattlesnake in upstate New York? So.
I have never seen one either. Please don't tell my wife, okay? one of the reasons, now she loves Western New York too, and I need to work for the Chamber of Commerce because I don't think there's a better place in the country to live than there. Of course, you guys have a close second down there, downstate a little bit, but one of the things that's sold around Western New York is there's no poisonous snakes. So please do not let that out.
We're gonna stay completely quiet on this. We won't say a word.
I appreciate that.
All right, Mark. As
appreciate
always,
that. Hey, have a nice, happy Thanksgiving. Blessed Thanksgiving to your families and
thanks
your
so
listeners.
All right, Mark Kelso, Buffalo Bills. Thanks so much, and happy Thanksgiving.